Alright, we're back, folks. I think it's time to put some strings on this sucker. So, pack of strings here. Got you. Pack of Ernie Ball 9 through 42 Super Slinkies there, you know, the good ones. Go ahead and rip these open. There, we'll start with a big one. Junk out of here. All right, we'll make sure that's pulled up all the way through there. Okay. And then we're gonna go like this and give it my usual knuckle cut. Let's give this a shot right here. All right, first string on. All right, 32s then. You know what? I don't feel safe. Let's get this junk out of the way here. Too much junk in the way. All right. All the way through there, good. And then we'll come off right there. No, sir, I don't like it. Okay. That one's in there. Okay, it's in there, it's in there, it's in there. All right. Next one, 24. Get some strings on it now. I'm gonna be a real guitar again one day. Yeah, it's gonna be a real guitar. Oh, it's gonna be real for sure. Go. Purdy, purdy. Looking good. 16. That. So I always give it about a finger's length of string to wind up. That's how I know. That's pretty much how I measure it, is with my finger. There we go. Go. Pretty good. Yep. And now for the 11. Got her all through there. So about a 1 finger length. There we go. Down in the little hole. And I know you guys can't see this, can you? Let me get the string on here and I'll turn it around where you can see it. Nice, huh? It'd be nice if you can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's get over here a little bit. Show some of this crap out of the way here. Alright. Let me turn the camera this way. There we go. Yeah, now we're getting in there, getting in the picture. Alright, and last one, the 9. Can't wait to play this one. Makes a noise. Alright, just chop the top of that off a little bit. What am I? There we go. Shoot. New pair of pliers, or a new pair of cutters. There we go. Oops. She don't want to stay in there. In the little hole. There we go. There we go. Just had to get a wrap on it to start it. There we go. She's got some strings on her now. Hey, look at that. Woohoo! Yeah, she's got some strings on her. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's get some of this mess cleaned up. Alright, tell you what, you know what? I got way too much mess on this bench to be fooling around with this guitar anymore. So I'm going to take a break and we're going to come on back and finish this up. All right, we're back here. We're gonna do a little bit of string height. Next thing we're gonna do, we went ahead and got the strings on there, and we got them tightened up just a little bit. They're not tightened up or tuned or anything like that. We just got them tightened up. But what we're gonna do here is we are going to slide this over in the shot a little bit. Maybe we'll widen out. There we go. At least we can see what we're doing now. All right. What we're going to do is we are going to take this little Allen wrench right here, and we're going to adjust the string height over here. Now what I want to do is I want to put this, the bass side here, the big E string, I want to put that at about 2 millimeters. And this one here I want to have it about 1.5 millimeters. So we're going to take this little wrench here, and we are going to, I got these saddles set down so that they're sitting right on the deck here, and the screws are just touching. So what we are going to do is we are going to give each one of these screws 2 turns. So 1, 2, and then we'll go 1, 2, and we'll see where that puts us for the string height. We're going to do that right at the 12th fret, and I want just about the width of this, thickness of this popsicle stick, which is by chance 2 millimeters. Okay, I'm not quite there yet, so I'm going to go just one more turn over here on each one of these screws, and we'll see where that gets us. Just about there. Just about there. I think I'm going to give it about a half another turn, so just a half a turn right there. Maybe we'll go 1 turn. See how that does us. 1 turn. That is just barely moving the string. I think that's about what I want right there. Let me take a look at that right here, down the side here. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's go around the other side over here. We got that one tightened down, so we're going to do this, we're going to go ahead and give this 2 turns right here right off the bat. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Now we're going to take the other end of this, which is 1.5, we're going to check it right here. I got about 1.6, which is right about where I want it. Hey, that's looking pretty good right there. That looks real good right there. Okay, and then we'll check this side here. Yeah, okay, we're doing good right there. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, how about we turn this just a little bit over this way. I'll turn this a little bit this way, and we're going to zoom on in to this right here. All right. Hey, there we go. Now we can see what we're doing. All right, we're gonna get right in here. There we go. All right, we're gonna get right in here. And see what I'm doing is I got this radius tool here. See, this has the radius of the fretboard, which is 16-inch radius. I mean 12-inch radius. Excuse me, 12-inch radius. Okay. And so what we're going to do is I set the string height for each one of these strings down here. In fact, I think I'm going to set that one, the bass string down just 1 turn. I don't like that. It's a little too high. We're going to do 1 turn and see how that does. Okay. All right. Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to set this across here, and we're going to adjust each one of these little poles until I can take my little feeler gauge here. This is my paper thin one, and I'm just going to set it on here, and when it touches, and I can't get that underneath there, I know I've got it up high enough. So we're going to start right here on this end right here, and I'm going to give it 1 turn. Uh-oh. 1 turn. There we go. And we'll check it. out. One more turn. Right there. All right, let's give it a check. I think that's good. That is just barely slipping underneath there. So let's go to the third string. We'll raise that up a little bit to get that one turn. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to feel on these screws here, because, you know, that's about what it should be right there. Not yet. One more turn, one turn at a time. So I'm checking the 3 before 2. Okay, that one's good. So now we're going to go to the 4th string, and we're going to give that a turn. And I'm feeling that right about right there. Got to try to get them to the right and zero them out. A couple more. Let's give that a shot. Getting there, getting there. Okay, one more to go. We'll have this thing perfectly radiused. One. And that's there, we're going to call that one. A little more. A bit more. Let's see how that's doing. It's up just a little too high. Gotta go down just a little bit. This side, nice, 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 nice. Gotta go up just a little hair. That's probably perfect right there. Got to go up just a hair. Okay. And this one's got to go down still, just a micro hair. And the purpose for doing this is so that these strings are at the perfect level. They're all perfectly level to the radius of the fretboard. so that when you play it, it's going to be nice and smooth picking across there. Because the strings are all the same height. And this third one has to come up just a little bit. I mean, it was just dragging a little. I think this is going to be good right through here. Yes, ma'am, that's good. All right, we got this all radiused right here. Let's see what our string height feels like. Let's go down here. Let's move this guitar this wide now. Our shot again. Okay. And let's go over here a little bit. Let's get over here. Let's see what our nut feels like right here. See, we're going to press down right here. Kind of give that a feel. That looks like, that seems like it's pretty good. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to tune this up. We're going to tune it up, and we're going to stretch the strings. I'll show you how to stretch the strings. Okay. The old handy dandy tuner on it right there. Turn it on. All right, we're going to get it up here like this here. And we're not going to try to get it right dead on, we're just going to try to get it in the neighborhood here. Getting there, oh, we're getting some sounds out of it. Oh, she's humming. C sharp, D. D sharp. Here's an E. Okay, lay this down right here. What we're basically doing is we're going to give these strings a good yank. We're going to pull them up. Just like this here. Not gonna yank on them that much, just, you know, give them a little yank to where they're kind of, you know, hitting their limit. Okay, and we're stretch them that way a little bit, give them a little bit of this action here, kind of getting a little like that with your hand. You can see that right there. A little action. Like that. And what this does is it takes all the stretch out of the strings, so that when you know, people complain about their guitar won't stay in tune. Well, you gotta stretch the strings. There's only it's never gonna stay in tune if you don't stretch the strings. So what we do is we tune it up, and then we stretch the strings, and then we get it over here and we tune it up again. See how far out it is. Okay, we'll get it right in the neighborhood there again. No, I'm brain cramping. I'm sorry. I gotta tune this down. We gotta float that bridge, don't we? We gotta float that trim. Let's take this sucker down. All right. Getting a little ahead of myself here. All right. We need to. I got nothing underneath there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here is what we're going to do. We're going to take a couple of picks. Okay. Of our big flat picks. We're going to float this sucker. What we're going to do is is we are going to loosen up these strings. Okay, we got them all loosened up good. Okay. Now what we're going to do, flip it over here. We're going to take these screws back out a little bit. Okay. I'll flip this back over. What I'm going to kind of do is just push this trem bar up. And set these two picks on right there. I don't want it up that much. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Okay, let's look a little more professional here, huh? What do you say? Be right back. All right, we're back. I got it sitting in there right. It don't look like much, but I got I don't know if you can see it, but I got a couple pieces of wood and a guitar pick that's holding this trem at just a little bit. See, what I want to do is I want to get it to lift off the deck surface just a little bit right across through here. So that's what we did. But now I'm going to set it up on this because we need a little bit of height. Okay? So, what we're going to do now is we're going to tune it up. Get that in there. So we'll bring it down here, we'll just tune it up a little bit. My junk fell out, didn't it? Just gotta screw my screw down. Just gonna deck it. Just gonna deck it. Go ahead, put the third trem spring in there. There we go. All right, flip it over. Alright, we're getting to the neighborhood here. Alright, we got her in the neighborhood. Let's give these strings another stretch. It's coming together real nice here. Okay, we'll give it another tuning. You see it went down quite a bit. Some of these strings did. Some of them stayed pretty decent. What we're going to keep doing is we're going to keep stretching these strings until when we go back to retune them, they're in tune. And you'll be able to feel it kind of when you're getting all the stretch out of them. A couple, 2 or 3 times of this is usually enough. A bit of that action there pulling up. You know, it kind of sets everything too. You know, it sets the ball ends for the strings and stuff right in the ends. There's the A, the D, G, E. Alright, we got him in the neighborhood. Let's give him another stretch. Yeah, alright. Yeah, see now it's tuned up, and I only got to just tweak it a little bit to get it to go back to be in tune. There we go. It tuned up a little bit, but we'll keep going. Give him one more. Best thing you can do. This will keep your guitar in tune. Yeah, right there. Oh, the A was right there. D's still there. G is just, G is just there too. I'm gonna call that good. B's a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit out of that E. We'll give him one more shot here. Just for posterity. Just for good measure. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's see it one more time. Ooh boy, got a feeling that we're seconds away from taking this thing over and seeing what she sounds like. George. We got sound coming out of it. She's all tuned up. I want to check the string height. String height's right where I need it. Perfect. Okay, let's get a pick. And what we're going to do first, we're going to make sure that this strings play all the way, that everything plays all the way up and down here. Sounds good? She's got some twang to her, don't she? Sounds good? like that. Yeah, actually just a little bit low on this side. So, what we're going to do, seeing that we got all this perfectly where we want it, well, not perfectly where we want it, but we have this all adjusted. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I am going to give every last one of these a half a turn. I want to get just a little bit more height out of this. Just a little bit. I put my finger on the string so I remember which one I did. There. Next one. Let's see if that'll work yet. See, I've raised the pitch a little bit, but at least we can see if it's much better. Okay, let's put the tuner back on her. Well, tell you what we're going to do here is we are going to set the pickup height. And what I want to do is I want to set the pickup height at about, where's my other measuring tool? Ah, here we go. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our finger right down here on this bottom string here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our string height up to, let's just give this a little more right here. Alright, so we got to bring these up just a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. Let's take these up. Take these up just a little bit. Okay, that's good for that right there. I take this one up. Okay, take that up a little bit more. I'm not trying to get this so that it's touching. I'm just trying to get it so that it's close, because this guy's got to be a little bit farther away than the other side. And we'll take this one up just a little bit. What does this got? A smaller screwdriver for that. Oh, gotta do that with the string down. Whatever way too tight. We'll get it. A little bit less. But we're just getting in the neighborhood. See, we're just kind of getting in the ballpark. So I can say that it's at a certain place here. Okay, we got that side. Okay, let's see what this side looks like. This side's got to come up quite a bit. I pretty much want to make this. That's too much. That's about right. Too much. Just up just a little bit. Trying to make it just barely touch this. Up. There we go. There we go. This side's gonna go down just a little bit. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Last thing we gotta do to this, gotta set the intonation on it. But man, she sure is looking good, ain't she? Look at you there. You still see that spot on the fretboard. Man, it is looking good. Okay, let's get it over here. Let's set the intonation on it. Now what we gotta do is we're going to get it all tuned up here. So let's get it good and tuned here. Just take a second to do that right there. We're going to try to get them all as much in the ballpark as right, dead on. So you want to always tune up to your string. I mean, tune up to your note. Or tune down. Yeah. Okay, we're going to get them all pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go with the big string here. We're going to make sure that that one was right on. And it is right on. Okay, now we're going to go to the 12th fret here. We'll press down. We'll give it a little pluck, and it's a little bit sharp. Let's try it again. Yep, it's a little bit sharp. So what we have to do is we have to make it a little bit longer, I think. So we're going to take our screw in just a little bit. Okay, let's see what that. Now we're going to have to retune it, because now it's going to be a little bit sharper than it was. Still just a little bit sharp. Really gotta just barely tweak it a little bit right there. This intonation stuff can take a little while, so bear with me. Let's be patient. Maybe we'll just zoom through this part, huh? But basically, this is what you do to each string. Get each note perfectly tuned so that it's staying right there. It's not a little bit sharp. It's not a little bit flat. Right there. And then you hit it at the 12th fret. Still just a little bit sharp, so we're going to take it back just a little bit. And the other way. There we go. Now retune. Right there. Perfect. Right there. Okay, that's basically what you do to each one of these strings. Is you get it in tune so that when you pluck it, just barely pluck it, it comes right straight up on your tuner, so it's perfect and it sits right there. And then you come to the 12th and you lightly press down on it and give it a little pluck. And if it pops right back up to the same place it was before, then you're good. So you go ahead and you do that to all 6 strings, and that's what we're going to do, and we will be right back. Alright, we're back. We got the intonation all set right. Got that real nice. But what we got to do is we got to cut this nut. We got to adjust the nut just a little bit because, well, we're getting a little bit of sharp notes and stuff up and down the neck. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around here. And we are going to focus in on doing this neck here. Alrighty. Maybe we'll tighten in a little bit. There we go. We'll move this right down here. Okay, basically what we're doing here is we are going to, which one was there? 13 right here. Where's how do I do that? Oh, here we go. Alright. Basically what we're going to do is we are taking this nut right here, and we got to cut these slots down just a little bit so that they're right at 13 thousandths, because I found that 13 thousandths is the height that it should be at so that you get the notes all play true all up and down the neck. So we're going to take this to 13 thousandths. And we got this one right here. We've already done the big E string. And we got the second one going, and you see how it just kind of, when you stick it underneath there, you can kind of hear it rattle just a little bit. That means that it's just right. That's right there. So we're going to take this string and we're going to tuck it over to this side, and we're going to do this next string. We're going to go ahead and loosen these strings up just a little bit and get them off to the side just a little bit more here. There we go. All right, now we can measure this one. See, that one's got to go down just a little bit, so we're going to pull that one out. We'll Give it just a little cut. Doesn't take much. This part you want to be real careful. Just take off, just do a little at a time. And we'll come back, we'll try it again. Nope, not quite yet. Gotta go down just a little bit more. And you can kind of tell how much you're taking out by how much bone dust you get out of there, or the dust from the nut. Hear that? And you stick it underneath there, it's touching. So we are good on this one. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to take these strings, put them back up here, and we're going to start again from the other side here. So let's see what this side looks like. Oh yeah, definitely up. So we'll go ahead and cut this nut down a little bit. I am going to widen out this slot just a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find me a little bit smaller tool to cut this with. Alright, we'll give that a shot, see how that does. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Just a little bit more. That's the 26. I don't want that one. I want the 13 right here. I think that's right there. Yep, that's right there. Okay, so we'll tuck this one off to the side here. We'll hit this other one. Yep, definitely got to go down a little bit. So we'll take this again here. Take just a little bit out of there. And we'll drop that back down in there and give that a shot. Oops. I'd say that's good enough right there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it one more time. Well, we're going to go just a hair more. That last little bit really can sometimes make a big difference. From being just a little bit sharp to being right on the money. And we don't want to take too much off there, so we'll try that right there. Perfect. Okay, let's pull this one over to the side here a little bit. We'll just loosen it up a little bit. So we can get it over there. There we go. All right. One last one. And she got to go down some. Go figure, huh? Alright, let's let her down there. Still can slip it underneath there just a little bit, so, but it's close. Alright, let's give that a shot. Right one, yep. That's perfect right there. Alright, let's put these strings back up. And we'll give this thing a good tuning. Get it right over here. Okay, widen out. And we're going to give this thing a tuning. Be right back. Alright, well, we're back, folks. And I think that I can truly say that it's finished. We went through and we cut the nut. Got the nut so that's at 13 millimeters right here, or 13 thousandths of an inch at the first fret, which in most cases I found puts you right at perfectly tuned. So when you press that note down right there, when you press any of these notes right down in here, they all come out to be perfectly in tune. And that's what you're trying to do. 13 thousandths will get you right there. And it will make it so that if you have everything else set up just right, you will play perfectly in tune up and down the neck. And we went ahead and we set our intonation so that our note is exactly the same here at the 12th fret that it is when the string is being played open. And we went up and down the fretboard and we tried every last note, and they all play right perfectly in tune. And you know, it's really amazing. I got this all put together and sort of, you know, just kind of started playing it a little bit to see what it's going to sound like, and it sounded okay. But once you go ahead and you put the finishing touches on it, you radius the strings here, you get the intonation just right, you get the nut down here, you get the nut so that the notes play all the way up and down. And what that does is it makes it so that when you play a chord up here, you know, you're playing a chord, every last one of those notes is playing true. It's not one sharp and one's, you know, one's on, but one's sharp and one's a little flat. And it's just, you know, because the height of the string up here at the top really, you know, determines if the note's going to be on. You don't want, if you press it down, you got to press it down just the right amount so that it's going to be, you know, just right. So that's what we got this going. And it makes a whole world of difference. It makes the guitar sort of come to life. It just, you know, it makes it a lot better, you know. It's just got a nice little sound. Yeah, nice. And you can hear it, it's got a lot of acoustic all by itself. It sounds good. And in my book, if a guitar doesn't sound good like this, it's not going to sound good when you hook it up to an amp. It's got to sound good all by itself. Sounds good. Yep, sounds good. So, next step is we're going to give it a little wipe down, and we're going to take it over and we're going to play it for you. We're going to see just exactly what this sounds like. Play into a little backing track maybe. What do you say? Let's see you over there. Alright, here we are. We're all done with this thing. You see what she sounds like now. It's all ready to go. It's all tuned up. It's all humming real good. Let's try it with a little track behind. Let's see what she sounds like. It's one of my favorites. See, I got the on fire strap because, well, she's on fire. Let's see what that humbucker sounds like. So there we are, folks. The playing might not have been so great, but the guitar sounded great. She's a beauty, and she's a keeper. And put the little flame strap on it because it was on fire at one time. So, you know, it's really hard to believe that this this guitar was in a fire. You know, we brought her back to life. We're going to save the rest of these got up there just like this one. We're going to bring her back to life. She sounds good. So thank you very much from Mojo Shop Guitar. We're going to say adios, baby. Thank you for watching Mojo Shop Guitar. Please like